Hello everyone! Welcome back to another update video. So if you follow my channel regularly, you'll know that back in September I uploaded a September channel update video, which kind of, updated you guys on how the channel was going to be working for the foreseeable future. Basically, a TLDR is that, there'd be fewer uploads because I would be focusing on working on various projects, so that way I could actually, upload more videos for you guys. So I'm here with an update to that update. So essentially, the content drought on my channel is coming to an end, and that is a case for a number of reasons. One of those is that Season 2 of The Mandalorian has just started. So it's not up yet as of this video being up, but after this video is uploaded, I'll essentially start the upload on that video. But I will be reviewing Season 2 of The Mandalorian the way I have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Clone Wars earlier this year. So expect those videos to go up on Mondays after the new episodes of Mandalorian are on Friday. So we will have Mando Mondays here on my channel. That'll be fun. I did intend to review Season 1 of The Mandalorian. But when the first season started, when Disney Plus launched originally back, last October, my college had Disney Plus as a blocked website on their Wi-Fi. So it took half a week, almost a week to get that unblocked. And it took everyone about 2 days to even realize that the school was blocking it, because it's not like you'd try to pull it up on your laptop and it'd say you were entering a blocked site. The site would just load and load continuously, and it would never actually, it would never actually load. So everyone just thought that the servers were being super slow, and then the school the school actually sent out an email about it saying, "Oh, by the way, we accidentally had Disney Plus listed as a blocked site, so we're going to unblock that now." Sorry. So I ended up watching the first episode of Mandalorian, like several days after everyone else. The child spoiler was well and truly spoiled at that point. I was like, I want to watch this episode. So it was super annoying. But so yeah, I got to that first episode super late, and then by the time I got to the first episode, I think it was the same day that the second episode came out, because they were released within like 3-4 days of each other. Something like that. So yeah, so I just got to it late, so I didn't actually end up reviewing the first season because I got to it a little late, and it'd be like, okay, and it'd be kind of weird to release a video, like a week, or a review of the first episode a week and a half after the first episode is out, where with Clone Wars and S.H.I.E.L.D., it's like, 2 days removed, because to fit my regular upload schedule. So that's a lot more acceptable. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing with Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Look forward to reviews of all 8 episodes on the Mondays after they go live on Disney Plus on Fridays. So yeah, so that's going to be one of the things that will be bringing more constant content back to my channel. Another one of those things is going to be that toy reviews are coming back. If you follow my Instagram, then you'll probably have seen some of this behind the scenes stuff, but I've also recently come into quite a few new Transformers. So Transformers figures. So I've got, let me see here. I have 11 figures to review, and I'm not gonna necessarily say what they are, but there's a reason that that there's 11, because it's like, oh, that's a lot. It's like, well, yes, it is a lot, but some of those came in a great big pack. So for those of you that don't follow me on my social media accounts and you haven't seen, I'm not going to necessarily spoil the surprise, because I think those will be the first reviews to go up, will be that big pack, and you might already know what it is just judging by the fact that I said big pack, but I'm not going to spoil it. So then on Fridays there will be Transformers reviews going up for like the next 11 weeks or something like that, and then by the time those wrap up, then I'm going to have whatever Christmas haul I will have gotten, because we're quickly approaching December here, because this video is going up on like the second day of November. So by the time all the Transformers reviews get done, then I'll have whatever stuff I got for Christmas and be reviewing that stuff. There probably won't even be a break of content in that case. It'll just be the Transformers reviews will stop the ones that I have right now, and then I'll just pick up with whatever stuff I got for Christmas. Probably going to be like the 501st Battle Pack from Lego Star Wars and stuff like that, and maybe a couple other Transformers. I don't know. I haven't necessarily made my Christmas list yet, so yeah. So that's going to be the regular content for the foreseeable future. But then there's also other stuff that I've got coming that I'll discuss now. So speaking of Transformers, if you look at the banner on my channel and you've been around for my channel for a while, you know that I've got a new stop motion series in the works, Transformers Knights of Cybertron. At this point, I'm not sure. I hate to say this, but at this point, I'm not sure if it's going to be coming out this year. It may have to be next year. The reason for that being, and no, I'm not trying to shame him or anything, but one of my voice actors has just become very busy with their personal life, which is totally acceptable. It happens, this whole voice acting, stop motion stuff, that all this is a hobby for all of us. So, personal lives take precedent over that. So he has, been a little slower with getting me his voice lines than I would like. But, because of that, I'm not getting as much done in terms of editing. Because like I said in the last update video, I got the filming done in January. It's been filmed and it's been ready to be edited for a while. It's just been taking a while for all the voice lines to come in. And so I am kind of being held up by one person. But hey, personal lives take precedence over this other stuff. So I am receiving stuff from him, but just not at the pace I would like. So. So Knights of Cybertron may not come out this year. Depending on how things go, I may be able to get like the first 2 episodes out this year. Put those up like the last week of December or something as a big premiere. Because that was my plan anyway, was to premiere the first 2 episodes at the same time, because it's kind of one story split into 2 episodes, and then the rest of the season goes on. So I may just have to do that like late December. So saying that the series is coming 2020, not a lie, because they did premiere, but then there might be a little bit of a gap for episodes 3 and 4 and et cetera and on and on. So I don't know. You guys will know probably about the time I know. I'll probably release a trailer, some sort of tease, something on the channel, stating, hey, here's when this is coming. So I apologize for the fact that is going to be a little longer than anticipated, but the work that I am doing on it, and the voice work that I am getting from it, and how everything is coming together, I think it'll be worth the wait, because I think I've got something special brewing here. So I think it'll be worth the wait. So in the meantime, again, like I said, I'm not sure when this is going to come out. In the meantime, I do have this other idea for a Transformers project that I can get done much sooner. It's based on the War for Cybertron trilogy that Hasbro has going right now. They had Siege, and then this year Earthrise, and then next year will be Kingdom, which is very Beast Wars focused. I have a script about 3/4 complete. I need to write the last little bit of it. I've kind of been working on it on and off because I think it's a good idea. It's just been it's kind of been it's been an idea that's been on the back burner because I've been focusing on this other stuff. And I've kind of been wondering, when would I even get to do this? And would it clash with Knights of Cybertron? Because the ideas are not connected at all. The thing that connects them is the fact that they're both Transformers. This is not going to be like a prequel to Knights of Cybertron or anything. It's going to be its own separate thing. It was its own separate idea I had. So I don't know. I may kind of, depending on how work on Knights of Cybertron goes, I may kind of start to prioritize that project a little bit more, because I might be able to get that out sooner, because it's not a series, it's a one-off kind of movie special project type thing, where it's one story and it goes and then the beginning, middle, end, and then it's done. I don't have plans for there's a sequel or anything. So yeah, it would just be the one and done, and so I could probably get that out sooner. I could definitely get the filming done by the end of the year. But then with all the other stuff I've got working on, I'm working right now, I'm just not sure if I would be able to get it released because of all the post-production work that would need to be done on it. Because since it's based on the War for Cybertron trilogy, it takes place on Cybertron, so I need to generate all of these backgrounds and stuff, because it's Cybertron. So that's not as easy to replicate as say, regular Earth, where I have like, oh, here's a modular building that I can put Optimus Prime, the Last Night Voyager Optimus Prime next to it, and so it looks like he's on Earth because it's a big Lego building. It's a little harder to do that with Cybertron. So there'd be a lot of post-production work involved. So I don't know if I would actually be able to get that out this year, but that project that could kind of be the way things may end up working out, is that, Knights of Cybertron premieres, and then there's going to be a gap between the first 2 episodes. It's kind of like a sneak peek premiere, and then there's going to be that gap between when the rest of the episodes come out, and so then this other project might be kind of the here's something to tide you over until the rest of Knights of Cybertron is ready. I don't completely know. The only reason I'm telling usually I don't announce projects this early when they're still in the writing phase, but I just I'm trying to be a little transparent here and say, yeah, this is how things are going behind the scenes. So just so you guys can kind of know what to expect. So that's kind of how everything is shaping up Transformers wise on my channel. But of course, that's not my only focus here on the channel. I also have the sequel to the 45th Attack Battalion coming. As of right now, I just need to get the voice recording done, and then I'm going to be ready to just binge through the editing. So it will definitely be ready to go up in December. It'll take me a while to edit, but it's not going to take me ages to edit. It'll probably give me a week and a half, and I'll have the thing wrapped up with a bow. I need to do some slight reshoots on it, but that's going to be like half a day at most to do these reshoots, and then I'll just be able to binge through that editing, and it'll be locked and loaded and ready to go. So expect a trailer for that like midway through November, before Thanksgiving for America. Because I think Thanksgiving in America is like the last week of November again, I think. So it's not always. It's usually like the 3rd week or the 4th week. So I think it's the last week of November again. So like it was last year. So yeah, expect a trailer for that about midway through November. That will definitely be dropping in December. I can confidently say that. So yeah, that's kind of everything that is imminent on my channel, and sort of not imminent. But then there's another project, the first big project of next year. So at the end of my last update video, I did tease something. That I was working on a new big project that was unannounced. There are some people that know about this, but it's the information about this project is kind of locked within a very small community on a Discord server. So this is not public knowledge. I've kind of, if you know where to look, then you probably know I've been working on this. But it's very, very small places that would know that I'd be working on this. So I got filming on that done a couple days ago, and so I'm prioritizing 45th Attack Battalion right now to get that finished for December. But I do have a good amount done, and I'm starting to look for voice actors for this project. So instead of just telling you what it is, though, I think a little teaser trailer here might do the job better than I could.
In Ninjago, there has always been balance between good and evil. So you know about how the first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago. But what if I were to tell you, in order for there to be light, there must be shadow. And within shadow, there is darkness. The blackest of darkness that existed from the very beginning. An evil spirit called the Overlord.
Did you know about this, Sensei?
I had hoped if I'd kept the secret, that name would never be spoken again.
The balance was at stake, and their battle could have gone on for eternity. Each side powerful, neither could conquer the other, until the Overlord created his indestructible warriors, the Stone Army. The Spinjitzu master did what he could, but he knew he would soon be defeated. So instead of losing the war, he divided Ninjago in two. And lucky for us, since then, there has been no trace of the Overlord or his Stone Army.
But where is this Dark Island? I've never heard of it.
Disappeared, I presume.
I fear there is a great disturbance.
Just jump up, kick back, whip around and spin, and then we jump back to it again. Ninja, ninja, come on, to the weekend whip. Ninja, ninja, come on, into the weekend.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you're getting excited because in 2021 I will be bringing you a Dark Island Trilogy stop-motion adaptation, which I think is going to be super cool. I mean, you didn't really see too much footage from the actual stop-motion. There is basically just the one shot, but I'm really proud of some of the work I'm doing on this. So a lot of you Ninjago people probably know what this is, but for those of you that are unaware, the Dark Island Trilogy was a trilogy of graphic novels that were released in 2016 to kind of fill the content void that the delay of the Lego Ninjago movie created. So that's why we got Day of the Departed, and then we also got there was that set wave that was based on Day of the Departed and a couple leftovers from Skybound. And then we also got the Dark Island Trilogy. So the Dark Island Trilogy is canon to the story of Ninjago. It's not like one of those comics that comes out and then it's just kind of there as supplemental material, but then the writers don't really necessarily consider it canon, like some Lego magazine comics might be. Those pop up every now and then, or like Way of the Departed, where Tommy writes it to try to fill up plot holes, but then he himself says, "Yeah, no, this isn't canon." It's like, okay, what's the point? Sorry, I don't mean to be mean about that, but it is a little strange to me. But so this is a canon story in the Ninjago universe, but it's really hard to get a hold of because I have this trilogy of graphic novels, but I did not buy them when they were out in 2016. I got them on the aftermarket, and it cost me $100 to get a hold of them, and the prices have gone up. So because like right after I bought them, people started checking, and it's like, oh well, now it's going to be like $120, and that was because I snagged the cheaper copies. The 3 days before people were checking. In some of the circles I run in. So yeah, it's super crazy expensive to get a hold of these books. Now the TTV channel, the Ninjago cast did do a live reading of the story, all 3 graphic novels and Wu's journals and everything. But it's fine. I watched a little bit of it and skimmed through the rest of it. They had some good voice talent on there. What's his name? Starbreaker, I think. I should clarify that I am a moderator for the TTV channel on their message boards, so I'm partly affiliated with them. I'm not a full-on member of the group. I'm kind of like hired help to a degree. I don't get paid, but I kind of volunteer just to help moderate their boards. So I know and I'm on friendly relations with most of the cast members, but there's some newer ones that I'm not that I'm not completely familiar with. Starbreaker, I'm pretty sure his name is Bing. More recent addition to the cast, but his Lloyd was great. I loved his Lloyd. He did a great job with Lloyd. So they had some good voice talent on there, but it was just kind of like, it was kind of like when you're in class in school and you have to take turns reading from Romeo and Juliet or something for your English class. It kind of had that same effect where it's like, yeah, there were, it was fun, it was enjoyable, but it's like, yeah, but this isn't the best way to experience this story. But if there was nothing else, then I suppose because it is hard to get a hold of, then that's one way you can experience the story. But I kind of thought it's like, well, yeah, if this story is canon, why doesn't it, and it's in the story, and I think the story is better than Day of the Departed, that's for sure. So I just kind of thought, it's like, well, why, I've been wanting to do a Ninjago stop motion for a while. I just hadn't been able to really figure out exactly what it could be. And I know that you guys on my channel really like my Ninjago content, so I thought, well, why not combine my stop motion skills with my love for Ninjago and give you guys something what I think is going to be really special. So yeah, it's going to be 3 specials, kind of probably running around the length of a typical Ninjago episode during the Will Film era. So probably about 20 minutes each, and it's going to be 3 because it's the Dark Island Trilogy. So it's going to be the story pretty much, it's not word for word the novels, because like I said, it's the stop motion adaptation. It's like you're taking adapting a book to a movie. You have to change a couple things around. I've taken some events and moved them around because it's just going to be better for the flow of the story. There's a couple small details that have been changed. Like this is not a spoiler, but not really. But at one point in this, it's just as an example, there's one point in part 1 where Wu and Lloyd are being chased by a pack of angry gorillas. Well, there's not really a good gorilla figure that Lego makes. I mean, I think there's like a Gorilla Grodd or something figure from Lego DC Superheroes from several years back, but I didn't necessarily want to. But it's not a straight up gorilla because he's got like a helmet or something, or he's wearing pants, so it wouldn't be a straight up gorilla. So instead of them being chased by a gorilla, I changed it to a giant spider. That's a small detail change that does not really matter in the main scheme of things. So there's small changes like that throughout the story, but overall it is the exact same story that you get in the graphic novels. It's just been expanded on a little bit to make it fit a TV format, stop motion format. So I'm super excited about it. I'm glad to finally be announcing it. I've been working on it for 2.5 months, something like that. I've actually had the idea for a while, kind of like, what if I did a stop motion adaptation of the Dark Island trilogy, but it was kind of one of those fleeting thoughts that I didn't really think too much about. But then the thing that really kind of tipped me over the edge in going forward with this was the release of the Legacy Ninja Golden Mech and the new Destiny's Bounty, because those were big parts of that story. Well, I mean, the bounty is usually a big part of the story, but the Golden Mech especially, and I didn't really necessarily want to pay aftermarket prices on all. I did on some stuff. Like I ordered all the Skybound Pirates sans Nauticon because I needed to use them in Klaus and Misako, and so I did pay some aftermarket prices on some of these minifigures, but I didn't really get any of the sets because I can work around that, and you'll see how I work around that when it comes out. So yeah. But then when Lego released the new version of the Golden Mech and the Destiny's Bounty, it's like, okay, I'm not going to have to pay aftermarket prices on these. I can get these, and they're actually going to be upgraded versions of the original sets anyway. So so that they're going to look better. They're probably going to function better in terms of filming with them. So yeah, I've kind of spent almost half the video here talking about the Dark Island trilogy. But I mean, hey, this is a big project. This is a really big project that I'm excited about. That I've just kind of. It just kind of all of a sudden took over all of my production stuff, because it was I was, like I said, production on Knights of Cybertron has slowed down a little bit because the one voice actor is taking stuff has come up, so he hasn't been able to get me his voice lines as fast as I would like. But at the same time, it's given me the opportunity to work on Ninjago. So in terms of release date for Ninjago, it's definitely going to be next year, because I have to focus on some of these other projects first. Order of precedence and all that of when I started them. But I want to say that part one, that they'll all be released a month apart, hopefully. I think I can say that confidently with the work I've already put in, that I'll be able to release them a month apart. So like 1 month you'll get part one, the next month you'll get part two, and the next month you'll get part three. Just so that way I space it out a little bit, so that way you have stuff to look forward to on my channel. And right now I have a tentative release date of January, because January 2021 is the 10-year anniversary of Ninjago. So that kind of makes sense to release part one of the Dark Island trilogy adaptation in January. So to help celebrate the 10th anniversary of Ninjago. So I'm not gonna say that's a firm release date. I'm just going to say that's a tentative release date. I'm confident that I can hit that with the way things are going right now. But we never know what the future holds. So I don't know. It may be I may miss January, and then it'll have to be February, March, April instead, or something like that. I don't know. I will give you guys more information as it becomes available, as I get things worked on. So. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited, and that's going to be the end of today's update video. So I hope that you guys are going to be satisfied with the content drought that we just went through on my channel, and I hope that you guys are going to be you're gonna find that it was worth it, you know, for the channel to go dark for a little bit, so that way I could focus on all these exciting new ventures. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good stuff coming out on the channel pretty soon, and I hope you guys will enjoy it all. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.